to the Philip DeFranco Show, the show that is the best show that's not really a show, but it's me talking to a camera for 3 full minutes. Yeah. What's going on, everyone? It's me, Super Dave, and you are watching Milltown's Best. When I say these 3 names, does anything come to mind? Bo Blacks, Papa Gut, Shoe on Head. Most of you probably have no idea that these are 3 separate, very popular YouTube channels, representing 3 very separate views on life. All 3 of these people make different types of content. However, they are all very successful by their own making. They are not afraid to be themselves. These are just 3 out of the hundreds of current and active content creators here on the internet. But to be more specific, they are members of the internet commentary community. Thousands of people engage in this community, and today we're taking a dive into that exciting world. The world of the internet commentary community, as it has lovingly come to be known. Are you ready to learn about the history and pioneers of this genre? Well, if so, buckle up and get ready for a ride through the annals of YouTube history as we uncover the fascinating origins of this group of very over-opinionated people. Well, at least that's how I used to see it. From the early days of YouTube when creating content was just a hobby, to the present day where YouTube commentary has become a full-fledged industry, we're gonna cover it all. So let's get to it.
But Milltown, what is the commentary community?
Well, annoying voice of mine, the commentary community is a thriving and diverse group of content creators and viewers who specialize in providing their opinions and thoughts on various events, topics, and trends. These creators eventually became known as commentators. Commentators produce content in various formats, including videos, podcasts, and live streams, which then is uploaded to the internet. This content can cover a wide range of subjects, such as current events, pop culture, politics, and gaming. And that's just to name a few. These creators often gain very vocal and loyal viewers. And as a reward for said loyalty and participation, commentators often include their fans in the content, which further helps build the community. And if we look far enough back in internet history, the first creator on YouTube to provide commentary in an entertaining fashion like this had to be Ze Frank. In 2006, Ze Frank, an American online performance artist, launched a video series called The Show with Ze Frank. And of course, this was on YouTube. The show featured a mix of commentary, humor, and audience participation, with Ze Frank discussing various topics and often soliciting feedback and contributions from his viewers. The series quickly gained a large following. Ze Frank became one of the most engaging personalities on the platform at that time. As mentioned earlier, creators in this community often encourage and include viewer participation in their content. Literally, the fans become the content in some cases. You can use Now Recording and Fish Take Live as examples of this.
Friend, okay? Your real life friends are in your personal life. They're not on the internet, okay?
Yeah, none of us have any friends, okay?
Cut it out.
Get it through your thick skull.
One of the unique aspects of the commentary community is that it often functions as a collaborative space, where creators interact with each other, share ideas, and collaborate on future projects. Programming has even been started out of these collaborative efforts. The Keemstar Show, anyone?
Live from Buffalo, New York, you are watching The Keemstar Show with your host, Killer Keemstar, co-host, Salvo Pancakes.
With all this audience participation, the formation of tight-knit smaller sub-communities within the larger community started to form. Whether they were bastards, nerd fighters, muckers, or foot soldiers, just to name a few, they were all members of the commentary community. And we have Ze Frank to thank for that. He was like the George Washington of this corner of the interwebs, and there is no doubts about that. When speaking of Ze Frank, we must put respect on the man's name. You guys feel me? So now you ask, besides Ze Frank Washington, as I call him, who were some of the other creators who helped build this community, and how did they contribute in a positive way? Well, if I were to name the founding fathers of this genre, one of them would have to be Philip DeFranco. Phil began making daily news and commentary videos on his channel way back in 2006, and he quickly gained a large following. He was then known as Sexy Phil, or was it SXE Phil? Perhaps Straight Edge Phil? You know, I think I see now why he dropped all this for his real name. Anyways, Phil was a college kid from the Bronx with a smart mouth and a love of politics. His fast-paced, opinionated style helped to polarize the format that many creators still emulate to this day. In fact, one of the earliest groundbreaking videos in the commentary community was probably Philip DeFranco's parody of fellow creator Ray William Johnson's show Equal 3. In this video, Phil takes aim at Ray in what can only be called a parody based in truth. DeFranco called out all of Ray William Johnson's bad behavior and actions. He even brought up the lawsuits Johnson was fighting at the time.
What's happening, Forum? I laugh at the beginning of every sentence so you know I'm having a good time. And you know who else is having a good time? Your cat. You'll call him Captain Meow Meow.
Oh God, I'm gonna fall. No, if I jump, I'll just,
That cat's owner is such a dick. And after he laughs at his cat, he's all, I'm so sorry. Now I'm gonna tell a joke that's really bad. Self-deprecating humor. And now I'm gonna continue showing you unlicensed copyrighted material that's actually illegal. And I'll continue making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on other people's content, all while using copyrighted logos from Fox News, CBS, and ESPN. I'm sure they won't have a problem with that. And YouTube's gonna turn a blind eye to it even though I'm using material from Viacom, who's in a $1 billion lawsuit with YouTube. I'll just say fair use when I take the check to the bank. I'm just kidding. It's direct deposit.
I still remember watching this video to this day, and I could not believe what I was seeing. It was like seeing Superman call Batman a rich psychopath with no friends who likes to have unrelated little boys living with him. At that time, no one was calling out fellow creators. It was like one of the first major YouTube beefs, which, by the way, to my knowledge, still hasn't been settled to this day. And oddly enough, fighting in the community is more alive than ever before. But don't worry though, y'all, it's all in good fun. Well, most of the time it is.
Why not?
Why do you fear death?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's scary because if you really think about it, then why live? Just jump off a cliff. If it's just a simulation, who cares?
Nowadays, professional commentators can turn disagreements, or beefs as they're known, into revenue, and this is sadly becoming a dominant niche in the commentary community. It is now possible to monetize your interactions with other commentators. Whether they are good or bad, it's a source of revenue. The fact that Phil was then willing to call out bad actors in a blossoming community was just awesome. He didn't see money in this altercation, but due to the reaction from the viewers, drama in this community has become quite lucrative. Phil's content was notable not only for his willingness to speak up, but his coverage of major news events, as well as his emotional authenticity and relatable style. His videos helped set the tone for much of the commentary content that followed. It is so true when they say that Philly D is an OG. He is a true statesman in this community, and it seems like the man is never gonna slow down. He is still pumping out amazing content to this day. Make sure you stop by and show him some love. Click the like button on his newest video, or he'll punch you in the throat. You see what I did there? Because that's what he says in his videos. Okay.
Fat, gay, idiot, dumbass. What the fuck? If you really think that I'm a fat asshole, then why the fuck do you take your time to comment on my video?
All right, chill out, man.
Next, we gotta move on to a name that was mentioned earlier, Ray William Johnson. And Ray for sure helped establish the YouTube commentary community. Ray William Johnson, a then 26-year-old college student at Columbia University, began creating humorous commentary videos that often poked fun at viral videos and internet culture as a whole. This series was dubbed Equals 3, and it quickly grew in popularity. He was also the first YouTuber to reach 5 million subscribers. However, over time, his channel began to experience a decline in viewership and popularity. Then, as touched on earlier, the accusations of plagiarism and copyright infringement came to light. These allegations, along with public issues with his then MCN, Maker Studio, damaged his reputation. It caused many viewers to lose trust in him as a content creator and as a businessman. Ray also didn't realize that it was his personality the viewers were clicking to see, not just the viral videos he featured. So when Ray tried to introduce a new host, Robbie Motz, to the channel, the community pushed back hard. This further proved it wasn't so much the content of the programming that the viewers liked, but who was delivering said content. The viewers invest in the person, the content is secondary. The community is everything. Despite all these challenges and hardships, Ray William Johnson remains a notable figure in the history of YouTube, and his impact is still being felt today. Ray's YouTube channel is still active, and he is currently working on his comedic musical side project, Your Favorite Martian, which has been releasing new content on a semi-regular basis. I encourage you guys to check it out. Lastly, everyone, we gotta talk about Shane Dawson. Shane is a creator who played a significant role in the shaping of this community. Dawson began making controversial and often satirical videos on a variety of topics in the late 2000s. Although his content was controversial, he helped establish a style of commentary that was edgy and irreverent. This really spoke to those who considered themselves outcasts. As Shane matured, so did his content. Dawson became known for his raw and unfiltered approach. This helped pave the way for a more authentic and relatable style of commentary content. Shane also became a beacon of what not to do in this space. But y'all, that's a story for another day. Dawson shared personal stories and experiences in his videos, which helped create a sense of intimacy and connection with his audience, which today has come to be known as being parasocial. When Shane came out as bisexual, it helped a lot of other sexually confused people in his fan base feel comfortable in themselves. It gave them the strength to come out as well.
So this is a really hard video for me to make, and I'm really scared, and I never thought I would be making this ever. And I woke up this morning and I just had to, and I didn't want to turn on my camera, my lights, and I didn't want to do my hair. I just wanted to turn on my computer and talk to you guys, because that's what I have done since 2008 when I started this channel, and I just want to be honest. And I'm making this video because I feel like it can help a lot of people. Over the last year, I have been extremely sexually confused. And I mean my whole life, but this last year is when it really hit me. And you know, I always wished that I was gay, that I was just 100% gay, for so many reasons. You know, number one, that means I would know who I was. Number two, it would be a lot easier for me to be accepted by people because, you know, I wear wigs and dresses on the internet, and I'm feminine, and, you know, all these things, and it'd be so much easier to be like, yeah, no, I'm gay. But I'm not. I mean, I'm not completely gay, and I can't sit here and say that I am, because that's not real, that's not genuine. But I also can't sit here and say that I'm straight. And this is something that I've come to the conclusion through therapy and also just being honest with myself. I am bisexual.
Shane also used his platform to elevate the voices of other creators in the genre. He collaborated with other commentary creators, he shared their content with his audience, and he often used his platform to give exposure to up-and-coming creators. Trisha Paytas, anyone? Nah? Should we talk about how Shane Dawson was the first person to introduce Public Enemy #1 Onision to a major audience? Nah? Okay, let's just move on. Overall, Shane Dawson played an important role in the growth and evolution of the commentary community. Shane has shown us what is both acceptable and profitable in this space, as well as what is disgusting and crude. He is a true case study, that's for sure. If one thing is for certain though, y'all, do not ask Shane for advice on an apologia video.
Watching me for a while, then you know that I have done a lot of things in my past that I hate, that I wish I could make go away, that I try to make go away by deleting videos or untagging my Instagram things, or literally doing whatever I can to pretend like those things didn't happen.
That, and let's not ask him to babysit your cat.
Sat down on her back, and then I moved her little chicken legs, like, you know, spread open or whatever. And I was like, if I just like hump, but like on her tummy, like that's not weird, like whatever.
Today, the commentary community is a vibrant and diverse community that encompasses creators of all backgrounds and interests. This is all happening across multiple platforms. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Twitter, just to name a few. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Speaking of which, what are your thoughts and views on Rumble and Cozy? Oh wait, bad timing. Put a pin in that, we'll come back to that. The commentary community has allowed so many to exercise their creativity and share their viewpoints while at the same time being able to make an honest living. This community is not perfect, far from it actually, but it has people who care. It has people who want to leave their mark on the world and express themselves regardless of all the judgment and ridicule. It's a community of creators and thinkers. Everyone is welcome here. So there you have it, a brief overview of the origins of the YouTube commentary community and some of the creators who helped establish it. If you're interested in creating commentary content yourself, there's never been a better time to get involved. After all, every cell phone these days has a microphone and a camera. So what else is holding you back? The commentary community is a vibrant and engaging space that offers numerous benefits for creators and viewers who want to stay informed, connect with others, and support independent art and journalism. Whether you're interested in current events, pop culture, social justice, whatever, there's definitely a commentator out there who's producing content that will interest you. And if there isn't, become that commentator. Why not give it a try and see what the commentary community has to offer? You might just discover that the possibilities are endless. With all that being said, y'all, I love you. And go tell somebody else you love them too. Peace.